Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. This is Tanush. So this video is very much prelude to my upcoming video, which would be on Saturn going direct. So Saturn going direct on 15th of November 2024, a very significant event. It's going to be a very significant event, but this is kind of prelude to it, wherein I'll be speaking on signs which have suffered a lot. I mean, almost everyone had to go through difficult situations and they have struggled a lot, but particularly these signs have been struggling, putting in a lot of effort. And why I'll be mentioning that, they have struggled a lot, put in a lot of effort, and I'm sure they're exhausted, because I also fall in the same category and I am exhausted, my dear friends, really exhausted, right? So the amount of hard work I've put in during these days is phenomenal. I mean, I cannot describe in words. And I've been talking to people, and pretty much everyone shares the same feedback, the same feelings on different fronts, obviously, because a lot depends upon which ascendant you are, how Saturn is basically placed in your chart, what is your moon sign, so all that obviously is there. But struggle was there and still is there on different fronts, right? So to start with, the three signs which were under Sade Sati, yes, Capricorn moon sign, Aquarius moon sign, and Pisces moon sign, right? So these are currently under Sade Sati, and when Saturn goes retrograde, these moon signs are the most impacted, and especially because Sade Sati is going on, the impact of Saturn is mostly on the mind. It's mostly on the mind. Saturn inflicts the mind with maximum amount of stress. So situations will happen in life which will give you a lot of stress, and that's what is happening right now, right? And especially Aquarius moon sign, if Saturn has transited in retrograde motion over your moon and will be again transiting over your moon in the forward motion, then the point where Saturn actually traverses over the moon, those points are the most inflicting points, right? So yes, it has given a lot of stress to Capricorn moon sign, to Aquarius moon sign, and Pisces, who just started their Sade Sati, 2 years back. They just got into Sade Sati. For them, infliction surely is there. Not to that potential as much as Aquarius and Capricorn are facing, right? So yes, it has given a lot of stress. So 15th of November, Saturn is going to go direct, and things will ease off drastically. So I'm not saying things will be fine, everything will be perfect, Saturn is going to give you good results, no, but the stress is going to come down significantly. Right now, coming to specific ascendants, especially when Saturn in transit aspects your third house, because third house is the house of efforts, right? The efforts we put in, it is reflected by the third house. So when Saturn in transit, it aspects the third house, it makes the person work very hard, and that's what has happened to these ascendants which I'll be mentioning. Now for Sagittarius ascendants, Saturn is in your third house. So Saturn, the planet of hard work, efforts, delays, has come to a third house long time back, and now it is in the retrograde motion in the third house. Obviously, you guys have been struggling a lot. You have put in a lot of efforts, especially during the retrograde period, and because retrograde planets make you work on the things which you have missed, things which have gone wrong, so that's even more frustrating, right? So Sagittarius ascendant people might have had to work on things they never imagined, things they missed, they didn't even know that they had missed things. So this kind of things, they had to put in a lot of effort. And now once Saturn goes direct, it's going to be much more better, because third house Saturn does very well, right? So the retrograde motion was specifically very intense for you guys. Now, Leo ascendant people, Saturn is in the seventh house, aspecting your third house. So obviously, Saturn has made you work very hard during this period, given you a lot of stress, lot of frustration, delays, things not working out, running around, traveling. So yes, it has given a lot of stress, and obviously, in the seventh house, when it goes retrograde, we have faced issues with your marriage, your relationship, your business partnership, and everything. So I'll be speaking about that when I make elaborate video on Saturn going direct, right? So yes, it has given you a lot of stress, and you had to put in a lot of efforts on different fronts, lot of efforts. And now when Saturn goes direct, things will ease up a lot for you. Things will ease up a lot, and because Saturn is a lot of your seventh house and goes direct in the seventh house, most of the issues in marriage, in relationship, in business partnership, will be decisive, will be much more streamlined, I would say, right? Now, next is Gemini ascendants. So Gemini ascendants have been struggling a lot because the lot of bhagya, the lot of fortune, Saturn has come to your ninth house and is aspecting the third house of efforts, right? So from the time Saturn has come to the ninth house, it aspects the third house. So obviously you guys are putting in a lot of efforts, and it's obviously frustrating because again the retrograde principle will kick in here, wherein you'll have to redo things, you'll have to do the course correction, you'll have to work on things which you had missed. Past karma might have unfolded, so sudden unknown things you might have had to work on, and especially you might have had to travel a lot, because the ninth house and third house both are houses of travel. So one is long distance travel, other is short distance travel. So Saturn might have made you travel a lot during this period, and I can vouch for that, obviously, right? So yes, it was a very, very stressful period. Now when Saturn goes direct, the next stay of Saturn till end of March is going to be very, very significant for you, because right now Jupiter is retrograde in the 12th house, and Saturn going direct in the 9th house will give you a lot of opportunities, a lot of job opportunities, and Saturn will ensure that your future is secured, it's fixed. By the time it leaves to your 10th house, it will ensure that your future is secured. That is the aim of Saturn. And if you have worked extremely hard during this retrograde period of Saturn, be assured that next 4-5 months Saturn is going to reward you profusely. It's going to secure your future, right? So don't get frustrated that you had to travel a lot, put in a lot of efforts, disappointments, delays, conflicts, all those things might have happened, but things are going to improve, right? Next is if you have had Saturn retrograde in your Lagna chart, then obviously this retrograde period of Saturn obviously would have been much more intense for you guys, because past karma unfolds, things which you have missed, which you have dodged, which you avoided knowingly, unknowingly, will come to the forefront, and Saturn will ensure that you will work on that. There is no escape route for that. And trust me, if you have worked hard, you have cleared all your past karma, you have done the course correction, then the next coming 4-5 months of stay of Saturn in Aquarius will be quite rewarding to you guys, right? So a small video, because I myself am facing a lot of issues, and I spoke to people who share the same feelings, so I thought let me make this introduction kind of video. So my next video on Saturn going direct will be coming soon, probably in 3-4 days. So meet you all soon. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you like my video, you can subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.